Hello there, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing super duper well. In today's video, we're going to be completing part 2 of my summer camp speed build. Now in part 1, we got pretty much all of the build done, and I just went and changed a couple little things, which I am showing here, but in this video, we're just going to be focusing on finishing the actual cabins. So without further ado, let's get on with the build. Alright, so we are just going to jump right into it. As you can see, I went ahead and picked out our bunk beds. These ones are from the Horse Ranch pack, and I will admit that these cabins are quite repetitive. I kind of tried to give them different color schemes, but for the most part, they use a lot of the same furniture, just because I wanted it to look very colorful and fun. Like, I think that's what I was mostly going towards, was just colorful, fun. And especially in this cabin, I wanted to keep with the like rustic-y sort of vibe that we've been going for the rest of the summer camp. But yeah, I did not really plan, other than the bunk beds, I did not plan any of the decor or anything inside of these cabins. I just came up with it on a whim, which is why I think this video took a little bit longer than it would have in the first part, but you know, it is what it is. But yes, if you cannot tell from my voice, I am feeling better. Yeah, part 1 I was feeling a little depressed and sad, but we're feeling better today, so that is great. You know, sometimes you feel bad, sometimes you feel good, and that's okay. So yeah, I decided I want to give them like a little calendar and stuff, maybe so that they can keep track of, maybe they have different events and things that they like to go and do. Maybe they do excursions where they go off and maybe they go to town or something, because I know Chestnut Ridge has like a really cute like downtown area, so maybe they like to take the kids down there and they go to like the ice cream parlor to go get ice cream there or something. I don't know, I think it sounds cute. I also gave them like a truck over by the horse room. I wanted to call it the horse room. The barn. Over by the barn, I gave them 2 trucks, and I actually put some chairs inside of it, and some hay bales, because I thought that it would be cool if the kids can sit in the back of the trucks and they can use those to take the kids elsewhere. Just because there was not enough room on this lot for like a school bus. So I figured that maybe that would work. But yeah, oh my goodness guys, these little froggy rugs are so stinking cute. I ended up not using them, which is really sad, but yeah, I was just trying really hard to find really cutesy but outdoorsy themed rugs and whatnot, just to help fill up the space. I like using rugs just because they help, again, fill up space visually without actually having too much clutter and stuff inside of your build in The Sims. That's a nice way to use rugs, but I don't know, it just, yeah, I was like, I think I wanted to put some in here, and I think I did end up putting some rugs in here, but yeah, I did not plan. Normally I do plan, I'll sit and plan everything, so I know like, okay, I'm gonna put this here, I'm gonna put this there, yada yada, and then like, just so I can have a vague idea of like what furniture I want to use and what not, to prevent this from happening. Like, this is me just pure panicking. We originally had some plans for this weekend. I think they got canceled because it is supposed to pour here this weekend. So we've decided to not go out, and that's fine because honestly, I need to work on some builds. The next build I believe we're going to do is going to be the internet cafe, and that is a big build, and I do believe it's going to be a 3-part build. If you do not know what an internet cafe is, it is a cafe where they have computers and you can use the internet. I'm giving like a bubble tea bar, some snacks and stuff, but it's really cool. I hope you guys will like it, but because anytime I build something that's kind of like industrially modern-y, you guys seem to like it. So guess what this building is? I built it in San Myshuno, and it is, I guess I'm spoiling it, but I don't care, whatever. It's built to look like it's like an old factory, and they built it into like the ground floor is the actual like internet cafe, and then the rest of the building is like the living quarters of the owners. And so far I think it looks very cool, but it is, because it's based off of like an old factory, it is a very big build. And I have not planned most of it. I planned the bottom level, which is probably what I'm going to film first, and then the rest of it we're going to play by ear, and that gives me some time to do some planning, just because, yeah, it is a very big build, and I ended up with quite a funky floor plan. So I'm gonna have to get a little creative with how I lay out the furniture and whatnot. So yes, we will do that together in our next video, but we're gonna focus on this one. Yes, I gave them some like games and stuff. So yeah, they have like the actual like sleeping area, which is the back part, and then this front part, I wanted to give them some seating areas, like a desk, so that if they want to write like a letter home or something, I don't know, maybe they have like a no phone policy at this summer camp, they can do that. And I don't know, maybe also if they just want to draw or do some arts and crafts or what have you. Some schools and stuff, I know in America they would give us like summer assignments depending on your grade that you would have to do and complete before the end of summer, so maybe you have to do some of that. But I don't know, I just wanted to give them the option that maybe if the weather's yucky, they're not able to go out and about along the summer camp, you know, if they're confined to the actual cabins, they're not going to be bored. You know, they can still hang out and play amongst each other. So I gave them toys and bookshelves and plenty of things to do. So yeah, I was being a little indecisive and trying to figure out the floor plan of this thing, of where I wanted to put what, because yeah, again, I just wanted it to be very colorful. I kind of did a different color scheme based off of the different cabins, and I did end up using this little corner sofa, and I believe in each of the cabins, just because it just works so well, and it comes in many different bright fun colors that worked very well. So yeah, pretty much the theme for these cabins is colorful. I just wanted to be super colorful and fun, you know, how a kid would want their space to look. So I don't know if maybe they get to decorate their space or what have you, I'm not sure, but yeah, definitely this one is the more rustic-y sort of cabin, I guess. I don't know, I honestly was just panicking. I was like, I need to get this done. I need to get this filmed like now. So yeah, I just was trying to fill this up, and I was so annoyed that this darn speaker would not fit up there. I got very angry at it, but it's okay. We just put this little one, and I ended up putting one of these in each of the cabins, just so that if they want to hang out and have a little dance party, they can do that. But yeah, I never stayed at a summer camp that had like cabins like this per se, not that I remember. But I did go to summer camp quite a few times, but it was a lot of fun. And then I also was in Girl Scouts, which if you're not American, you probably don't know what that is. Girl Scouts, well, I think they have the similar things in other countries. It's where you do like outdoors activities, and then you learn like first aid, and they sell like cookies and stuff. But it's like a club, so your kids can like learn skills and hang out and whatnot. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I did that for a little bit when I was a kid, and we did do where we went camping and stuff, so that was fun. Yeah, but I definitely do think I want to build another summer camp. I already have another idea for a different one, but this was like my test thing, but you guys really seem to like this one, so I am happy. Yay. It's always nice when you see that people like your idea. Yeah, because I wasn't really sure how this would work and whatnot, but it did work. So yeah, I don't know, sorry. It's a longer video, so I'm like floundering. I'm like, what do I talk about? But it's fine. Okay, we are doing the porch, and yes, these rocking chairs came in clutch. And at first I wanted everything to be like neutral wood tones, but then I was like, you know what, no, that's boring, because that's what I did with the rest of the build. I kept everything like the same wood tone and whatnot. But I was like, no, I think that there should be color. Let's make this a little more fun. Let's do colors. That's what I did. But if you end up not liking it and you want more like natural wood tones and things, you are more than welcome to download the build, which you can do. All of my builds, if you see it in a video, it is up on the gallery. You can download it and you can change the wood tones and stuff. That is a-okay with me. So yeah, we are now on the second one. And yes, as you can see, I did do these little different decals for different animals. to represent like the different cabins, just so that you can remember which cabin is yours. Maybe they do like team games or something. I realized I forgot to add windows here, so we had to pause for a second and put these windows on this middle cabin. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun. I don't know, what was I watching the other day? I just popped in my brain. Oh, we were watching, I like watching Smosh, and they did like the Smosh Summer Games where they it was like camp themed, and I don't know why I was thinking about that. And I think that's part of the reason why I wanted to have like the different teams and stuff. But yeah, I love watching Smosh. I don't know who my favorite person is. I definitely think, I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite person, honestly. I mean, obviously Shane's very funny. I also really love Amanda. And yeah, I don't know. I just like watching all of them, to be honest. I'm very much someone, like, especially if I'm doing like a spiel build or something like this, I love listening to different podcasts. I like listening to like true crime and just different stuff and whatnot. Like, I like listening to, I've started watching, listening or watching, I mean, you could do both. Trixie Mattel and Katya, they have like a podcast, I believe it's called The Bald and the Beautiful. Really funny. I like watching their stuff, and yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have any podcast recommendations for anything that's funny or what have you? I also like history and stuff, so I used to listen to like some history podcasts. I need to get back on that though. There was this one, she talked about infamous and interesting women from different time periods, but what happened was I ended up quitting Spotify. I used to use Spotify, but I stopped using them, and now I just use YouTube Music. But I do believe that they should also be on YouTube Music, so I have to see if I can find that podcast again, because it was very interesting. She talked a lot about like historic women and whatnot, like Anne Boleyn, and just like even more obscure ones that are not Anne Boleyn, and the whole premise is that it's people that did kooky, crazy, or brave things, most of them being women, but she does also talk about male identifying people and whatnot, sometimes, occasionally, but it was very interesting, and I miss listening to it. And yes, especially when I'm doing a speed build, or if I'm just working on a build but not filming, I like to listen to different podcasts and whatnot in the background just to keep my brain active. You know, I have the attention span of a goldfish, so sometimes it's helpful to have some background music or whatnot. I don't know, sometimes I'll even listen to, if I'm doing like a historical build, I'll listen to like different music and stuff from like that time period or whatnot. I don't know. Or if I'm going for like a certain vibe, I'll listen like when I was building like a haunted mansion or something, I like to listen to like spooky, Halloween-y music. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm still very excited about doing Halloween builds. I already have some planned out and whatnot, but no spoilers yet. No spoilers yet. But I did start sort of working on them, which I have to be strict with myself about that, because I'm like, girl, focus. It is July. It's July, girly. It's too soon. You gotta relax it with the Halloween stuff. But yes, we will get there soon, my friends, soon. So yeah, I decided on blue for this cabin. Don't know why. No rhyme, no reason. I just did it. But we are using the same the beds. I don't know why that was hard for me to remember. Bunk beds. There we go. But I did a different color because I was like, you know what? Fine, blue. Blue it is. We're doing blue in this one. And then the last cabin, I ended up actually going like really like cutesy and frilly and stuff. I don't know why. Again, I was just vibing with this build, to be honest. I, again, did not plan anything. I was just going off a whim. So every cabin was built just off of vibes of whatever. I was like, okay, I don't want them to look too similar. So I was like, I need to try and do different vibes. But honestly, the main idea around the cabins is color and fun. That's it. That was just what I was going for. So I tried to use like different decals and stuff in the different rooms and whatnot. I was just trying really hard. I didn't want them to look too similar whilst also being very similar, but it is what it is. I like this little floor mirror. I don't know why I haven't used it before, but it's very cute, and it definitely screams like teenager kiddo vibes of, you know, when you were a teenager and you would sit on the floor to do your makeup and skincare and whatnot. So I thought that was nice. I don't know. Again, I don't really think that anyone's don't know, I guess they could. I made this lot so you can have teenagers or children. Maybe they have different cabins for different age groups. I'm not sure. You can organize that however you wish to do so. But I don't know. It's, yeah. I do realize, yeah, and that's why I want to build another one of these. I want to have like a staff cabin, I believe. If you wanted to add that to this build, you probably could cut the space in like the mess hall where we have like the food and the picnic tables and stuff. You could probably cut the back part, the craft and playroom, in half and just turn half of that into cabin for like the staff and whatnot, if you wish to do so. That's how I would solve that problem, and then you just have to add another door. But alas, I did not do that, and I did not feel like going back and redoing that. So it's okay, you know? Next time. I will get to that next time. But yeah, I was still determined to have more of these rugs, and I was being indecisive about which rug I wanted to use, because I really like this little foxy one, but it just was not working. It was not the right color. And then I got very angry because I kept clicking the floor instead of clicking the darn rug. I don't know why. Okay, I realized that maybe because I play on console, but I do have a USB keyboard and mouse for a computer that I plug into my PlayStation so that I can use like the computer controls and whatnot, and it makes building a lot easier. So I realized after I did this video that, yeah, I definitely need to replace the batteries. So it was kind of glitching and stuff, and I was getting very annoyed because, yeah, I realized that it was not me. I apologize, Sims. It was my remote, not my remote, but like my keyboard. I need to replace the batteries because I replaced the batteries in the mouse, but the keyboard itself has different remote battery. Blech. Sorry guys, it's morning. I'm trying to record this quickly so that I can get to fixing up the audio, putting music, and then I will also export this so you guys, you lovely people, can watch it, because it is Monday, but I got time. It's all good. I made myself some iced coffee. We are sitting and we are chillin'. It's all good. So yes, we are on the last cabin. Yes, this is the one that I was like, I want it to be cute and very, I don't know why, just these colors together, like the little adorable little rainbow shelf. I'm gonna shrink that back down though, because I decided it looked too ridiculous in that corner. And like this the desk and the chair is from the hamster pack. Oh, my knee popped. I swear that's like a thing. Every single time I do a speed build, my knee pops, and I think it's funny. So yeah, I decided that I wanted these cute little thingies, and I just wanted this to be really cutesy, bright and colorful cabin. Because look, their little thing is the sunflowers. I like, this is the sunflower cabin, so I wanted to reflect that in this cabin's decor. So I gave them this little play set. It's so cute. It reminds me of like a little fairy home. Eyebrow wiggle, eyebrow wiggle. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so darn excited about the Enchanted by Nature pack. It's coming out in a couple more days. I think it's like a week, about. I don't know. I don't remember the exact time. I think it comes out July 12th. I'm so excited. Yes. Or no, July 11th. Yes, I think it's July 11th. I think July 12th is my husband's birthday. So that's why I remembered like that. But yes, oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm really excited. He actually wants to do a video with me. So maybe one day I will have a wonderful guest, and we will do a build together, because my husband is on vacation from work right now. And so he is home, which is wonderful. We get to spend lots of time together. But yeah, he is very supportive, sweetly and nicely is very supportive of my YouTube. And he said, I want to do a build. Maybe we could do a build video together. And I was like, yes, that sounds awesome. So yes, he might co-star, or maybe I will do a speed build and I will have him narrate it, which would be very funny because he has never played The Sims before. So it would be very interesting to listen to him be like, I don't know what's going on, but she's doing that thing. I don't know. I think it'd be funny, but yes, maybe that will happen in the future. But yeah, as you can see, I went, hell yes, all of the colors in this one. And then I was like, all right, we're gonna get going on this. So this is the last room we're gonna be doing in this video. Woohoo, we made it. So yeah, I decided, okay, we're gonna use these ones in. I thought I wanted to use different bunk beds for this one. Oh look, I remembered the word. But I decided against it, and I was like, we can do the cute little, I was like debating. I was like, oh, I want the wood to be the same color, but I was like, no. I saw this unicorn, and I was like, I want the unicorn bed sheets. We're doing the unicorn bed sheets because it matched with the colors I did in the front room perfectly. So I was like, yes, we're doing the unicorn bed sheets. They're so cute. So yeah, that is what we're doing. And then I used different curtains because I was like, all right, I need to mix it up a little bit here. We're getting a little too same. And then I used this adorable little dresser because yeah, all these colors and stuff, to me, they look very cute together. And yeah, I don't know. I definitely think that this was a very cute cabin. Not gonna lie, I think it's very cute. And I don't know. It's honestly very the same. I decided to use this mirror again, and I found this pink swatch, and I was like, oh, perfect. So yeah, this is the more pastel-y, stereotypical girly sort of cabin. I just thought it'd be very cute. And I don't know. I wanted to get some posters and stuff. These little bunny decals are so adorable. I was just trying to fill up the wall space and whatnot, and I was trying to do like different posters and decals and other stuff, but I don't know. It's very self-explanatory at this point. I made sure I gave each of the cabins sunblock because it is important for you to protect your skin. If you're going outside right now, you guys, put on sunscreen. You should be wearing sunscreen no matter what, but please wear sunscreen. Don't get sunburned. It's not good for your skin. It's not good for your health. Your skin is the biggest organ on your body. It is very important. Please wear sunscreen. Take care of yourselves. Haha. Yeah. So yeah, I used this cute little decal and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. I just didn't want to put another mirror. Again, I was fighting it, you guys. I was trying really hard, and oh my god, this little sheep rug is also super adorable. I don't think I ended up using it though, because it was just a funky shape. It just didn't quite work. And then I was like, oh, this fuzzy rug would be a nightmare in this cabin, especially if they're playing outside and it get all dirty and stuff. That thing would be a nightmare to clean. So I was like, this is not gonna work. And then I saw this cloud one, and I was like, oh, here we go. Bingo. Hello. Yes, please. You. And then I was like, all right, goodbye, sheeps. And yeah, that is that. And then I just went around and I was adjusting everything and just trying to get everything done. And I was like, okay, maybe we do need another mirror. We can put another mirror here. And I saw this one, and it has like this like little cool like rope detail. And I was like, this will work perfect. It's a lighter color, and it's still rusticy, but a little bit more dainty, I suppose. I don't know, that was my decision. And then I saw this cute little cat lamp, and I was like, yes, that is super cute. I like it. And then I was going around, and we had to do our final checks. I thought I was done. I forgot we had this porch. So we're gonna do the porch really quick. And yes, I decided to use a combination of these cushy ones and then these regular ones, and I decided on these blue ones. And I liked giving them the cushions because the cushions have different colors. I thought that was cute. And then I was just doing with them and adjusting them to how I please. And I realized I needed another rug, so I used this cat and dogs one again, just because I thought the colors were very cute. And I was debating on what, I decided that they needed like little porch storage for any like toys, or maybe if their shoes get dirty, they can put them in here. I don't know, I just thought it would make sense to have some storage. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe so you never miss out on any of my future videos. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.